So we'll see. So today we'll see how to install Docker, okay, in Linux machine. The first prerequisites for this is you should have AWS account. Okay. So once AWS account is created, then come to EC2 console, then click on launch instance. Select the instance. So second step is choose the instance type. Third step, leave as it is. Configure instance details. Leave all networking default values. Storage 8 GB will get by default. Tags, you can give the name of the server. You can just simply giving as Docker. The security group. Okay, I can create my existing security group. I can create otherwise new security group. I'm going with already existing security group. So port number 22 is enough. I'm going with my Linux key pair. So this is ID. So connect to the machine. Go to SSH client. Copy the command. Open mobile external. Go to the PEM file location and execute this command. SSH command to connect to the Linux server. So once we connect to the server, so first step is we have to update the packages using yum update -y. Yum is the package manager for Linux. Okay, sudo yum update -y. Okay, then you have to install Docker using Amazon Linux Extras. Okay, this is the package manager for Amazon. Amazon Linux Extras install Docker. Okay, once that is completed, we have to add EC2 user to a Docker group. Okay, so that we can execute Docker commands using EC2 user. User mod -ag user modification add to group Docker which user EC2 user, because we logged in with EC2 user. Then what is the next step? We have to start the Docker service. You can check the service of Docker service using sudo service Docker status. So currently it is disabled. We have to enable it. Command to start it. Now we check the status. So it is active and running. Okay. Then one more command you can add, check config docker on. So whenever we reboot the system, automatically Docker service should start. Okay. For that reason, we'll execute this command as well. Check config Docker on. Okay. So everything is done. Now we can execute Docker. We can check the Docker version using Docker info. Okay. Okay, this is Docker info. We can check the version and all. What is the version? 20.10.12. Okay. So with this command, we will come to know how many containers are running. Okay, in paused state or stopped state, how many images we have. Okay, so everything we can get. C group, right? We discussed about C group, right? What is the C group version? C group driver is C groups. By default, swarm will be inactive. Docker swarm. We have to enable the Docker swarm. Okay, I want to use Docker swarm. So these are the some things we can check here. So operating system type, Amazon Linux 2, CPU, memory, okay, host name. So if you want to run, okay, without sudo command, we want to execute Docker commands without sudo, we can add, right, EC2 user to Docker group. We already added it. If you want to check it, we have to reboot the mission. What is the command to reboot? We have to go to root user using sudo su, then reboot. Once we reboot, we can execute all the Docker commands from EC2 user itself without using sudo. Okay. Reboot.